Hello. Most of this video was done with my little DJI pocket camera with its own powered gimbal, and I tried to attach it to the front of the scooter, but as you can see the pavement was too rough, so I found another way of doing it. I attached it to its own power bank like that, and that gave me a good handhold, so for the rest of the time I held it and it worked okay. Oh, not too bad anyway.
Roath Park lies about 1.5 miles due north of Cardiff city centre and covers an area of about 130 acres or 52.5 hectares. And it was created in 1894, reclaimed from bogland. And the lake itself is about 32 acres, which is about 13 hectares. Probably the most notable feature is the lighthouse, which is dedicated to Scott of the Antarctic, who sailed from Cardiff in 1910. And this is in memory of him and his faithful companions. I'm actually riding along the dam wall of the reservoir. To the north is the lake and to the south is the playground, and there's some gardens beyond. Lovely restaurant there, very good food, but look at this, the algae. Oh dear, and it is bad. It is blue-green algae, and they're warning no contact with the water, don't let your pets near the water, which means all the boats are laid up. And such a shame, and including this beautiful old leisure boat here, wooden boat in its cage, deteriorating like bad. And they all should be out there having a good time on the lake. But anyway, we must now carry on past the area where Cardiff Model Yacht Boat Club normally have their meetings on a Sunday, but I believe they've moved down to a place called the Nap near Barry and Barry Island. You have to go down there sometime. So out onto the path that leads all the way around the lake, which is 1/2 mile long, making a walk around the circumference of about 1.25 miles. Very pleasant walk, and a pleasant ride on my scooter as well. Do you mind if I video that? Do you mind if I video him, you feeding him? Thank you. Yes, the wild birds are quite tame here, and that includes the swans, surprisingly enough. Those houses up on the left have got some beautiful views, and there's some very nice specimen trees along here as well. The algae has spread all over the lake. Oh, it's such a shame. But this is the top end of the lake, now the north end of the lake, and the water's a bit better quality up here, and it seems to be a congregating place for the swans. Beautiful birds. Oh, here's the bridge that crosses the stream that feeds the lake at the north end, underneath the road, underneath the footbridge, and into this area behind an island which is there in the lake. You can see how low the water is, that mud flap. But now let's carry on down the east side of the lake. Everybody seems to be in a bit of a hurry, including me. Speedy Gonzales. on my scooter. Oh, that way to the toilets. Let's go. Oh, I seem to come across a bit of a road jam, a traffic jam here. Or is it a bird jam? I was a bit trepid going past these swans because they can do a lot of damage if they bite, but no, no problem at all. It was lovely to get up so close to them. They weren't bothering anybody. And now for the last leg of the round trip, back to the southern end of the lake and the lighthouse. And back to where we started. Roath Park has a special memory for me, because when my father came out of the army at the end of the war, or the end of war in Europe, in 1945, he bought me my very first bicycle. Not as fancy as that little one in front of you now, but it was a fairy bike. The most utilitarian bike you could imagine.
And they took me down to Roath Park so I could ride all the way round and try out my new bike. But no. I had seen men walking beside their bicycle with their hand in the middle of the handlebars, steering it. And I thought that was cool. And so I did it all the way round, much to their dismay. But anyway, I did ride it in the end.